Greetings everyone, a warm welcome to our online open house. My name is Rob Burrow and it is my privilege and pleasure to be principal of this fine school. Choosing the right secondary school is a family decision, and we invite you to take time now to look through the various clips we've put together, which gives you a little insight into life at ACS International. So what type of school are we? We are an international secondary school owned by the Methodist Church and built on sound Christian values, with over 130 years of tradition being a member of the ACS family group of schools. As an international school, we offer the Cambridge International General Certificate of Secondary Education at Sec 4, grade 10, and our graduates will graduate from the IB Diploma program at the end of grade 12, secondary 6. Our graduates go on to top universities around the world. We have about 1,080 students at our school, half of whom come from Singapore and the other half from around the world. In total, we have over 30 different nationalities. We see ourselves as a Singapore international school. What do we mean by that? If you look at the continuum, one end of the continuum you have a traditional Singapore government school. Other end of the continuum you have perhaps a stereotypical liberal international school. We see ourselves in the middle, a blend of both, a blend of the best of local and best of international education, offering that strong focus on academic performance, so valued and appreciated in Asian schools, balanced by that slight softness of international education. Our school goal. We have many fine students at our school, and our aim is to develop them as future leaders with strong moral character, intellectual ability, international mindedness, and a deep compassion for humanity based on Christian belief and values. Underpinning our school goal are our Ignite values, values that the whole school community stands on. Ignite is an acronym that stands for inspiration and impact, godliness, noble character, integrity, tenacity, excellence. We want to set our students on fire. We want to ignite them to achieve their potential in every area of their lives. Speaking of excellence, the core purpose of schooling is teaching and learning. One is a reflection of the other. Like many international schools, our students study the IB Diploma program. It is regarded as the gold standard of international education, the passport to top universities around the world. There are a number of surveys, research studies, which have shown the value of an IB education. The next two slides illustrate just two of these studies. In the first study, 500 university admissions officers were asked to compare A-level with IB diploma. This is the British A-levels. As you can see from the table, in the first skill, they compared encourages independent inquiry. In the study, 37% of university admissions officers rated A-levels as encouraging independent inquiry, and 87% of university admissions officers regarded the IB Diploma program as encouraging independent inquiry. If you look through the slide, you can see that in every skill, these university admissions officers rated IB Diploma above A-levels. The only one they didn't was in the second one, develops in-depth subject expertise, 81% versus 79%. Not a huge difference, especially when you consider that A-levels studies fewer subjects than IB Diploma. In the second study, they looked at USA graduation rates. And as you can see from the first graph, after 4 years, 79% of students who came into university with an IB diploma graduated. 79% graduation. whereas it was only 39% of non-IB graduates, indicating that IB diploma prepares students very well for university, they stay at university, and they graduate better than other academic qualifications from secondary school level. So, academically, how well do our students do? In IGCSE, we are very proud of the fact that over the last 10 years, 20 of our students have gained a top in the world score. In other words, best in the world in that subject in that year. That tells us two things. It tells us, one, that we have very good students who can be top in the world in any subject. Secondly, it tells us that we have teachers that can get those students to be top in the world. So strong students supported by strong teaching. The next slide summarises our exam results for the past 7 years. In general, we see a trend of improving performance, which we're delighted about. IGCSE, pass rate in the 90s. Distinction, over 50% of our students in 2019 and in 2017 and 2015 scored more than 50% of A's and A-star awards. In IB Diploma, results have also been generally improving. Pass rate in the high 90s. Score over 40, meaning entrance to Ivy League, Oxbridge, NUS is available and an opportunity for them. Top score of 45, and 4 out of the past 5 years our students have gained the top score, meaning they are in the top 0.1% of students worldwide. Our ACS average for IB Diploma is well above the world average, which is around about 30. As you can see, in the last 3 years, our results have been 36, 35 points compared to the world average of just under 30. Last year, 91% of our students scored above the world average. We're very proud of our students' results. Some of our students are top in the world. Some get perfect scores in IB Diploma. However, not every student can be top in the world. We're proud to take in students from a range of abilities. Some of our students come in with second language skills, and they have to learn English, think in English, write academic English, learn all those skills before they can perform at the same level as first language learners. So for those two reasons, one, students from a wide range of intake abilities, PSLE 200 up, and the fact that nearly 50% of our students have second language learning skills when they arrive, for those two reasons, our students probably perform at a different rate than schools that have a higher intake with PSLE, for example. So we don't compare ourselves with other schools, but we compare ourselves with ourselves. And we like to see the trend of continuing improvement as one sign that we are doing the best we can for our students. Of course, school is more than just about pure academic performance. At ACS International, we're concerned to develop students to their fullest and all-round potential. As you can see from the slide, students are developed academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. For us, we have a strong house system, which is the cornerstone of our pastoral care system. Like all the ACS schools, we have 8 houses. All students are allocated to a house, and they're overseen by a housemaster and house tutors. The house system is family in nature. Students are supported, they're nurtured, and they're encouraged to participate in a range of activities which include sports, arts, service, and leadership. Complementing a very strong house system, we have a number of support strategies and structures which are aimed to further develop the pastoral care of our students. As you can see, we have school counsellors, we have higher education counsellors, we have a school nurse, our church chaplaincy staff, and our international student counsellors are all there to support the holistic development of our students. As part of our school goal to develop future leaders, we have over 200 formal leadership roles for our students in our school. Each one supports the all-round development of each and every student. An extensive CCA program also supports the holistic development of our students. Over 40 CCAs are available. Being ACS International means that we have an international focus. Typically, each year we would send over 20 trips to overseas destinations. That's before COVID-19, of course. You can see from this slide the different countries that our students have visited in recent years. We are very proud of our students, and it's a delight to see them grow and mature into fine young men and women. And when we send them out, we know that they've been well equipped and they go on to top universities around the world. These next few slides show you just some of the destinations of our students. As you can see in this slide, we have 262 students who have gone to the world's top 30 universities in the past 10 years. Range of countries, and the top most single popular university is ranked number 23 in US with 107 students. And moving on, you can see from our most popular top universities after National University of Singapore, we have 2 from Australia, then UCL, Nanyang, King's College, UBC, and so on. So our students are gaining entry to many different universities, top universities, and universities that are specifically tailored to best meet their individual needs. And what do our students study? The most popular university majors are, in order, business and commerce, then sciences, medicine, engineering, accounting, finance, and law. But they also study many different majors, ranging from architecture, computing, to Swiss Management School. You name it, they do it. As we conclude, we invite you to contact our admissions team for further details about enrolments. Every student who applies to our school must undertake a standard range of tests and an interview. As you can see from this slide, students may either sit our formal direct admissions tests in English, Maths, and non-verbal reasoning test plus the interview, or they may submit their formal qualification results, PSLE, O-levels, IGCSE, etc., and also sit an interview. In conclusion, we're very proud of our students and our school, and we hope that you will submit an application. Please take time to have a look at the rest of this website and to follow up any interest by approaching our admissions team or completing an online application form. We look forward to seeing you at our school and being part of the ACS International family. Best wishes.